I think commerce gets in the way of everything. Really, when you look at it, our addiction to commerce is what's caused all of this. They get people in a situation where they're completely dependent upon the commercial system, where they have to pay to be alive. And then, just the threat of removing that income from them is enough to keep them under control. It's enough to get them to do what you want them to do. That's why they want people to get trades as well. You get a trade as a plumber or a builder or this or that or a mechanic. So you only learn how to do one thing, not everything. You can't go and become self-sufficient because you're only good at one thing. You need to get another tradesman who's got another trade to come in and do something else, And again, you're all dependent upon this commercial system. So all they have to do is take your finances away from you, and that's it. They've got you. Take away your ability to be able to earn a living, because people think they have to earn a living. They can't just live. They've got to actually pay to be alive. This is what freaked me out when I was 4. When I realised that people had to pay to be alive. They had to actually pay to put a roof over their heads. They couldn't just live. And they would be so readily discarded by society if they didn't have money. You can see what money's really for, folks. They say money is the root of all evil, and people say, oh no, they mean the love of money is the root of all evil. No, it's money itself. You don't need this shit, folks. It gets in the way of everything. It prevents you from being all that you can be because you're dependent upon this economic system all the time. That's why they created it. That's why they get you to do these things. That's why they put the whole system in place, folks, just to be able to control you, just the way they're doing now. When I look at the last 100 years of society, even the loss of all of our life skills and our medicinal skills with what they called witches, who weren't witches, they were simply healers and midwives. But they got to kill all them, get rid of all those medicinal skills, bring us into this allopathic medicine system, which is basically just killing us. And now they can lock you out of that as well. So people don't have any skills. They don't know how to look after themselves anymore. People can't just walk into the wild because people think that land ownership is real. You can't just go and live in the forest. I mean, somebody owns it, or it's government land or something. You can't just go and live there. Oh, no, that's terribly radical. You got to have permission to do everything. And they don't want people focused on freedom, folks. If people just believe in themselves and know themselves, none of this could happen. That's the answer to the whole thing. That's why you don't need violence. All you need is for people to remember who and what they are. And this is what I've tried to say right since the beginning of my shows. Ever since I started doing these reports. Back when I did my first shows back in 2008, it was all spiritual stuff. Just trying to empower people into remembering themselves, That's what all this is about. That's how they're able to do this, because people don't believe in themselves. They believe in other people all the time. If people would just believe in themselves,